What's going on, you guys? I'm as always Mr. Grimreaper 2 with Dark 987. Before we start this review, I want to say that this review is dedicated in the memory of Robin Williams, who passed away some years ago, um, and all that. So, this is for Robin Williams. Robin, thank you for the memories, and thank you for being the genie in one of the most incredible films ever to be seen and all that. So, yeah. Thank you for the memories and enjoy the review, guys. Peace. What's going on, you guys? I'm as always Mr. Graham 2 with Dark 987, and welcome to Back in Time. Tonight we go back to 1992 with the Walt Disney classic, Walt Disney's Aladdin. Now, this film was directed by the legendary Ron Clement and John Musker. This film was also written, was co-produced by the two directors, screenplay, and it was also written by them as well. This film is based upon the book Aladdin and the Magic Lamp from 1001 Nights. This film stars Scott Wagner, the late Robin Williams, Linda Larkin, Jonathan Freeman, Frank Welker, Gilbert Godfrey, and Douglas Seal, with music done by the legendary Alan Menken. Okay, so now that that's over with, let's before we talk about the movie, let's talk about the songs. I want to talk about the songs, the music. Um, Now, if you guys remember the music, if you guys remember the songs and the music and stuff like that, I think if I remember correctly, didn't he do to both of them? Didn't he do? Didn't Alan Menken work on the other two movies too? Or was it just these? Or was it just this one he worked on?
I'm not sure, but I know that they did Return to Bar and the King of Thieves.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he was attached to them.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah.
Okay, so he worked on so there was a couple of songs that I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
And I do remember them like yesterday. And there was some that I loved when I was a kid too. Friend Like Me, Prince Ali, the whole new world. I know that sounds weird, but I'm sorry. That fucking shit made me cry. Um um but yeah, I love the movie. I love the tracks. If you guys can find the original motion picture soundtrack, please let us know what you think about what do you think about the thing about
The music.
about the music. Yeah.
Yes, I love the music. And that Sound Like Me was pretty. Was one of my favorites. First in the beginning, when the guy was singing as he's coming into ACL Agrippa and she has a rich night, that was a good one there. Yeah, I'm not big on the whole new world, but I can understand what he's saying. It does bring, does make you cry. I understand that part. Now, I'm not saying it's a favorite one, but I understand we're going to come up with that one, the whole new world. Not a big fan on that one, but yeah.
Yeah.
So the music came out really good. I enjoyed it. The Prince Ali one as well, and now that comes the Palace, that was a good one. So yeah, the music was great. I love the music that attached to this film, and Rob Williams did some of the singing. As you know, Rob Williams does the singing, although it's the comic way that he did, but he can really sing with, So yeah, it was. I really like the music myself as well. So.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about.
My friend there, guys.
Excuse me. We're gonna talk about that.
As well. Yes.
We're gonna talk about the controversies too. One in which was involving Robin Williams. Now, we'll talk about that later on when we get to it. So let's talk about this. Jafar, the royal vizier of the fictional city of Agrabah, placed near the Jordan River, and his parrot Iago seek a lamp hidden within the Cave of Wonders. They are told that only one person is worthy to enter the diamond in the rough, whom Jafar later identifies as Aladdin, an Agrabah street urchin. Princess Jasmine of Agrabah, upset that the law requires her to marry a prince instead of one she loves, escapes the palace and meets Aladdin and his pet monkey Abu. The palace guards capture Aladdin on Jafar's orders. Jasmine confronts Jafar to demand Aladdin's release, but he lies and says that Aladdin has been executed. We're going to talk about that live-action movie later on down the road when I see it.
We haven't seen it yet on the live-action, but we will just keep our thoughts on that and see what happens. We may get together and go see that one. So.
Yeah. Disguised as an old man, Jafar frees Aladdin and Abu and brings them to the cave, ordering them to retrieve the lamp. Inside, Aladdin finds a magic carpet and obtains the lamp, defying Aladdin's instructions to touch nothing but the lamp. Abu grabs a jewel. Aladdin, Abu, and the carpet rush to escape in the cave. Rush to escape the cave as it collapses. Aladdin gives the lamp to Jafar, who throws both Aladdin and Abu back into the cave, though not before Abu steals the lamp back. Trapped, Aladdin rubs the lamp and meets the genie, who lives inside it. The genie grants Aladdin 3 wishes. Aladdin tricks the genie into freeing them all from the cave without using a wish. He uses his first wish to assume the identity of a prince to woo Jasmine, and promises to use his third wish to free the genie from servitude. At Iago's suggestion, Jafar plots to become Sultan by marrying Jasmine. Aladdin, as Prince Ali Ababa, arrives in Agrabah with a large host. We'll talk about that part later. But Jasmine becomes angry when he discusses her fate with her father, the Sultan, and Jafar without her. As a means of apologizing, Aladdin takes Jasmine on a ride on the magic carpet. When she deduces his true identity, he convinces her that he only dresses as a peasant to escape the stresses of royal life. After Aladdin brings Jasmine, which is bullshit, we all know that. After Aladdin brings Jasmine home, the palace guards capture Aladdin on Jafar's behest and throw him into the sea. The genie appears intuits that the unconscious Aladdin would want to use his second wish to be rescued, and saves him. Aladdin returns to the palace and exposes Jafar's evil plot. Jafar flees after spotting the lamp and thus discovering Aladdin's true identity. Fearing that he will lose Jasmine, if the truth is revealed, Aladdin breaks his promise and refuses to free the genie. Iago steals the lamp, and Jafar becomes the genie's new master. He uses his first 2 wishes to become a sultan and the world's most powerful sorcerer. He then exposes Aladdin's true identity and exiles him, Abu, and the carpet to a frozen wasteland. They escape and return to the palace. Jasmine tries to help Aladdin steal the lamp back, but Jafar notices and overpowers the heroes with his magic. Aladdin taunts Jafar for being less powerful than the genie, tricking Jafar into using his last wish to become an all-powerful genie himself. Problem with that, we'll get to that later. Now bound to his new lamp, Jafar ends up trapped inside it, taking Iago with him. With Agrabah returned to normal, the genie banishes Jafar's lamp and advises Aladdin use his third wish to regain his royal title, so the law will allow him to stay with Jasmine. Aladdin decides instead to keep his promise and free the genie. Realizing Aladdin and Jasmine's love, the Sultan changes the law to allow Jasmine to marry whom she chooses. The genie leaves to explore the world while Aladdin and Jasmine start their new life together, thus ending the very first film, Aladdin. And soon down the road, we will get to the other two. I promise. But what did you think of the first Aladdin, dude?
I thought it was a good movie. You know, I liked the funny parts of the genie. Robert Williams is a comedy genius. I think he did a hell of a performance as the genie. There's nobody that can replace Robert Williams. The funny moments, the funny faces that he would do, the funny comedy style, I would laugh and laugh and laugh. I would almost put my pants laughing. That's what we said in the beginning of the video. Thank you, Robin, for that wonderful performance. There will never be another one like you that played the genie so well that you did. So that's why we say thank you, Robert Williams, for bringing the comedy to this movie. Like I said, you did you played a good genie. You played a good one. And I love it. As a kid growing up, this is one of the main movies that I had. I used to have the original VHS. I was around when VCRs and video tapes were around. And I had this on VHS, and I would watch it as a kid. I loved it, and the laughing at the funny stuff, and of course the ending where Genie is free from being not being no more servitude, and just happy ending there. And so thank you. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I enjoyed it. I love it. That's why Aladdin will always have a place in my heart as being one of my favorites from when I was a kid.
Yeah, I loved Aladdin too. I loved this movie as a kid, and I still love it as a 30-something-year-old man. But I love when I heard that they were going to make a live-action version. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, I didn't know how to feel about a live-action version. But now that I did kind of actually see the new Aladdin, and I will talk about that later on down the road. Not at this moment in time. Excuse me.
Yeah.
About how I felt about the Will Smith version. But Aladdin, the 1992 version, was as better. If I were to pick between this one and the 2019 version, I pick this one over the 2019 version anytime. Because they changed a lot. Because I'm not going to give you guys any spoilers, but yeah, they changed a lot in the 2019 version. Some stuff is still kind of shot for shot from the 92 version and the 2019 version, but they changed it quite a bit. You know what I mean? So, but I think that this movie deserves a lot of credit. This movie deserves a lot of credit for what happened, for especially the fucking shit that Disney pulled. Especially the shit that Disney pulled with Robin Williams. Now, that we're gonna get into this right now because I wanted to talk about this with you, dude. This is what this says. In gratitude for his success with Touchstone's Good Morning Vietnam, Robin Williams voiced the genie for SAG scale pay of $75,000, which is fucking unheard of.
Yeah, really.
At that time, at that moment in time, instead of asking for, instead of his asking fee of $8 million, which was what he was supposed to actually get in this movie, Disney decided. What happened is that Robin didn't want to be marketed. He didn't want to be marketed at all, and I don't blame him. But Disney decided to screw him. Disney decided to screw him out of that. Disney decided to screw him. Disney decided to fuck him over. That's why he did not he refused to work with Disney after what happened with, and one asshole had something to do with this, and that was Jeffrey Katzenberg. We'll talk about his ass another day. But this son of a bitch decided to screw, when he was working for Disney, he decided to screw Robin Williams out of his, he decided to screw Robin Williams. Robin Williams didn't want to be used in marketing or anything, merchandising or anything like that. But no, Disney went against their own fucking word. When they said that they were not gonna do it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm glad that when they got a new guy to be the head of Disney at the time, and they apologized to him, and that's why he was able to get into the third film, which was Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
That's right.
Because if you guys remember correctly, the Dan Castellaneta, of course you know who that is. He plays Homer in The Simpsons. He was casted as the genie, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't Return of Jafar. That's why people give Return of Jafar a lot of shit. Because Robin Williams was not involved with Return of Jafar after the whole Disney fiasco, after the whole thing with Disney. But it was good to hear his voice again when they put him in Aladdin and the King of Thieves. See, I didn't know this. I didn't know this until now. Since now that I'm reading this, and I saw a little video on it also on YouTube. I had no idea that Disney did this. I had no idea that Disney would screw him so low like they did. You know what I mean? So, but what did you think of what do you think of this whole fiasco, dude, between Robin and Disney?
Well, I tell you, I know Robin, he's doing what he used to do as, doing the voice. And hearing all that, come on, man. And, here's the thing, and Return to Jafar, and just to shock you guys, I haven't actually seen Return to Jafar. I know what it is, that's the second film in the series, and I am going to watch that as well. But anyway, Dan Castellaneta, who is a great actor, as Homer says, he played Homer Simpson and a smattering of other voices in The Simpsons, as we know. Nothing against him, but you can't have a genie and have Rollins, be a genie. Rob Williams brings the comedy, and I'm glad that they were able to make amends to Rob Williams and bring it back from the King of Thieves. Really, it should have really, I don't know, man. This thing really could have been played it different, I would say, instead of having some conflict with Rob Williams. I think it could have been maybe have gone a different way. I want to say, like I said, Rob Williams, he made the genie come alive, and again, you can't top Rob Williams. If it's anybody else, if there's anything else in there, but you can't top Rob Williams' work as a genie. I have to say that.
Oh no, you can't. See, the best genie can't be replaced, and that was Robin Williams. Robin Williams was the genie. Robin Williams was the genie, and he was hilarious as the genie. And I still miss Robin Williams today. Excuse me. I still miss Robin Williams after his death. After his death back in August of 2013, I still miss him. And I wish that Robin Williams was still around. And well, actually, 2014 he passed away. Sorry. Yeah, he passed away in 2014. But I think Robin Williams is and will always be the genie. You can't replace him. Not even Dan Castanella. When I saw Return of Jafar, I was like, it was okay. I didn't really like the Return of Jafar all that much. I think the two best ones was the original one and King of Thieves. And that was why, and that's because Robin Williams was the voice behind the genie in both those films. But yeah, I think that he did a fantastic job. And coming up very soon, we're going to talk about more Robin Williams movies. We're going to do a tribute to him. Coming up in August.
Yes, we will.
And I can't wait to talk about some of my favorite movies that I've seen from him.
You got a lot. You got Blubber. You got Mrs. Doubtfire. Jumanji, the original Jumanji. You got just so many of them. And we are going to have bits on that and wait for that. But yeah, so again, I grew up on this Aladdin film. What are we going to give it? Well, here's the rating right now.
We're going to give it a 10 out of 10. You damn right. Aladdin, the 1992 Aladdin, deserves a 10 out of 10. And I think this is better than the first one. I think this is better than the 2019 one.
Yes.
It will always be better than the 2019 one. I saw the 2019 one, and really, to be honest, I'm not fucking impressed. But I think that the 1992 one will always hold a place in my heart, and always hold. I don't want to start crying either, man. God damn it.
Yeah, I agree with him. It will share a place in my heart too. As a kid and as a 31-year-old man, I still watch it. I will still watch it, and I'm going to be still watching it. So yeah, 10 out of 10 is where it's at. And I know it's hard to talk about because Paul Williams is not around.
Yeah.
But like I said, again, thank you, Robin Williams, for your stellar performance as the Dean. It will never be forgotten. It is etched history as one of the many great voices that you have ever done. Thank you, Robin. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think that he deserves a lot of credit for this movie. He deserves a lot, and he'll be missed. Robin, rest in peace, man. You have a wonderful. I hope God is up there with you in heaven, laughing his ass off.
Of course.
But let us know in the comments section down below what y'all guys think about this. And that in mind, time to say one final farewell to the late Robin Williams. Rest in peace, Robin. And Godspeed. I'm Mr. Grimreaper for 512 with Dark Knight 97. And we'll see you all in the afterlife. But not too much. You have a wonderful night. Peace.